Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 4. I'm Tram Mai.
And I'm Troy Hayden. The holiday travel rush is already in high gear.
TSA is planning for a record number of flyers this week. And whether you're flying or driving, a couple of winter storms are threatening to snarl plans for millions of Americans.
Ooh, could get messy, so we've got team coverage for you. Let's start with Kariba Devine live in the newsroom with more on this big travel week. Hey, Kariba.
Hey, guys. Yeah, Thanksgiving is the busiest week for travel all year, with nearly 80 million Americans expected to crisscross the country to celebrate. That's according to AAA. And the vast majority are getting behind the wheel and hitting the road, with gas prices being one of the major motivating factors.
These will likely be some of the busiest travel days in U.S. history.
AAA estimates some 80 million people will travel this holiday weekend, with 90% of them expected to drive to their Thanksgiving destinations.
We do recommend Tuesday and Wednesday. Try to leave early in the morning. The afternoon hours on Tuesday and Wednesday are the worst.
Many grateful for cheaper gas prices, down from a summer high. Prices falling below $3 a gallon in more than half of the states nationwide. And at America's airports, the TSA expecting to see a record number of travelers. The FAA is also dealing with another problem, warning some airports will see slowdowns from shortages of air traffic controllers, and adding to potential headaches for those flying out or into Charlotte Airport. Service workers there announcing overnight that they are set to strike today to protest low wages. For all of those looking forward to spending time around the holiday table with family and friends, Mother Nature may have other plans.
Make sure you check the weather, because I had no clue that I was going to take 12 hours to get to Atlanta.
More than 17,000 flights have been canceled or delayed since Friday as snow and rain hammered the West, and more bad weather is on the way this week.
Just be patient, enjoy the moment. You'll get to your destination safe.
That is some great advice. But speaking of the weather, 2 storms are expected to bring as much as 5 inches of snow to the Midwest this holiday week. And then more rain and cold weather is expected along the East Coast. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley is standing by, joining us now with a closer look at your Thanksgiving travel forecast. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, yes, we are even tracking a little bit of moisture for late Tuesday into Wednesday across far northern Arizona. Those snow levels will start first around 9,000 feet tomorrow and drop to about 7,000 feet on Wednesday. But you can see this is going to be mostly for areas north of I-40, although parts of the rim country could see a couple sprinkles as well, especially during the day on Wednesday. But that clears out for the holiday itself on Thursday. Here's our current radar, and you can see some active weather across the Great Lakes extending down through Illinois, and then a secondary storm system out across the West Coast. Here's the national forecast map. If you're traveling tomorrow afternoon, the most active weather will be up and down the eastern seaboard and across the Rocky Mountains. You can see all that snow west of Denver. Fast forward to one of the busiest travel days of the year on Wednesday. This is the projected radar. We have a lot of rain and snow across the Midwest from Missouri through Illinois as well as Indiana. And then that makes a beeline for the East Coast by Thanksgiving morning, and it's going to stick around through the afternoon. So the East Coast looking to be wet and snowy for Thanksgiving Day.
Lindsay, thank you. Police getting the message out. Starting Friday, law enforcement agencies across the state are joining forces as they launch their annual holiday DUI task force. So do not drink and drive over the holidays. The campaign kicking off during this busy Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and it's focusing on keeping impaired drivers off the road. Also encouraging people to celebrate responsibly by designating a sober driver to get home safely before they go out, or recommending the use of rideshare apps such as Uber or Lyft if you're going to drink.
The message we want to emphasize today is simple yet powerful. Do not drink and drive. If you choose to drink, please do so responsibly. Make use of designated drivers, order an Uber, or take advantage of public transportation. Our main goal is to ensure that everyone makes it home to their families this holiday season. This is a lot of manpower. This is what the governor and the mayors of your towns and municipalities commit to make a safer holiday season and the roadways safer.
So this task force will be in operation evenings and during late night hours every weekend now through New Year's Day.
Well, the man suspected